me. More than a naughty and is what she see. No love or sleep is not for me. And she no won't keep it a secret. But she can't tell him how she secret. She didn't know how to tell him she was in love with the Rastaman. Fire was burning and burning till the top what she was soaking in. And she wants to be free from all this captivity. So she'll be who she will be. They can't tell her who she needs. They can't tell her who she wants. Who she can't. She's on her own and she
They can't tell you who you need to be. They can't tell you who they... Oh, people can project all they want. People can project who they want you to be, who they think you should be. But at the end of the day, only you know. Only you know who you want to be. Only you know who you're supposed to be. And only you have the power to be that. But you choose to have that power. You choose that by choosing not to conform, by choosing not to submit to other people's projections onto you. By breaking free, by becoming a commander of your mind instead of a soldier, by truly, fully thinking for yourself and acting on your highest good. You know that, but that comes from a place of, it's not your first rodeo. You know, you just an inner knowing of just the way that things are supposed to be and the way that things aren't. You know, it's just it's a feeling on a soul level. It's a feeling on a soul level that either this isn't right or this is right. You know, and people are gonna try to project onto you what they believe to be true, what they believe to be the proper way. Well, at the end of the day, you know what? Fuck what anyone else thinks. You find out what works for you, and if it works for you, then stick with it. As long as you're not causing harm to anyone else or their property, as long as you're not causing harm to anyone else, then fuck what everyone else thinks. Fuck what they think. You know, if it works for you, it works for you. You know, but sometimes you gotta think outside the box. You gotta be willing to challenge the rules of the game. It's like, why? Who made these rules? Fuck that shit. It don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Alright, so but we got So we have we got a sister. We're picking up on the energy of a sister-in-law. The energy of a sister-in-law that's not too happy with you coming in and changing the rules of the game. Because the 3 on the dot when I said that, because they set up this game. They set up this whole elaborate game to play with you, right? To play with you, and you didn't even know you were playing a game. But then you come out and you school them. You whoop their fucking asses in their own game that you didn't even know you were playing. And well, yeah, it's quite offensive. It's offensive to them. And well, they're throwing their hands up. They're oh man, they're pissed. They're up. Well, you're throwing your hands up in prayer and thanks and, you know what I mean, like gratitude to the Most High. And they're throwing their hands up in frustration and anger, like, why isn't it working? It's because you're doing the shit the wrong way, bitch. The fuck, and that's why these people are gonna come. That's why the agents are coming in. You know, because so. You know, but abundance, you know, abundance is many things. Abundance isn't just what we see in this physical. Abundance is our abundance in the spirit is worth more. It's worth more than any weight of any gold or anything else. Like, it's interesting too, though, is you know, people judge. People are always judging with these worldly eyes, with their worldly eyes. They're not able to see, you know. If people would just take more time and listen and let the words actually resonate instead of just, we're told not to block the message because of the messenger. We're told the basic instructions before leaving Earth. They told you in that. They told you not to, you know, you don't fixate on who's giving the message. Is what is the message? Is the message true or is the message not true? It doesn't matter who it's coming from. It's either false or it's not. but it's your job to use your discernment to tell the difference between the two. It's our job. It's no one else's. And if it was 5 when I said that, when we can learn to do that, it's a game changer. When we can learn to start thinking for ourselves, fully thinking for ourselves, being a commander of our own mind, and but it takes a clearing of the programming from generation to generation. All the clearing of the programming. It's a reset. It's a massive reset that's needed. It's necessary. It can't be done without it. And that's why, shit like these spiritual baths are very important. It's extremely, it's very important on your spiritual journey. You're not gonna quantum jump. You're not gonna heal. You're not gonna be able to make the adjustments that are necessary, unless you treat your body like the temple that it's always intended to be. And when you start doing that, it's gonna trigger the people. It's gonna trigger the people that are trying to take advantage of you. It's gonna trigger the people that are sitting here trying to steal your finances. That are sitting here, just sitting here working with corrupt officials, to try to steal what's rightfully yours. What's your it's your birthright. It's your birthright. Abundance is our birthright. Spiritual abundance, monetary abundance, everything. Abundance is our birthright. It's our birthright. But we can't claim our birthright if we don't know who the fuck we are. If we're still lying to ourselves about who the fuck we are. I'm sorry, not sorry. You can't sit there. You can sit there. You can lie to yourself, but you're just going to get a spiritual ass whooping. You can lie to yourself all you want, but nothing's ever going to change. It's never going to change. Life is going to keep kicking you in the motherfucking ass until you change it. Until you start reprogramming your brain. Until you decide to do it. Until you decide, hey, this programming is old. It's outdated. It's not working. I want new programming. I want to change the motherfucking game. But when you decide to do that, though, when you choose to do that, people, the system doesn't like it. The Matrix doesn't like it. They're gonna send in flying monkeys. They're gonna, the sister-in-law. If you've already cut them off, right? If you already cut them off, they're gonna send in people. They're gonna start sending in random other people, because they want to get it in. They need to get it in with you because you've already cut them off. And these people, so it's a reptilian, fucked up programming and mindset that wants you not thinking for yourself, dependent on others. Not free thinking. It's once you consumed with the flesh. It wants you consumed with these worldly things. It wants you consumed with worried about what people think about you, and worried about wearing the toppest, the top quality this, and having the finest this and the finest that, but you're worried about the wrong things. Your temple is a cesspool. You're treating your temple like a cesspool, and you're worried about like, oh great, look, you got all these nice clothes, but it's a fucking cesspool. I'd rather be wearing rags and have a glowing, shining aura at center than what the fuck, like priorities. But when you change that mindset, when you change your mindset and you start seeing your inner value, then people are still looking. People will be looking at. They go, oh, look at the rags, look at the right stuff. You're missing. You're not seeing the inside. You're blinded. You're too blinded by your worldly fucking eyes. Too blinded by these worldly eyes. And when you keep choosing to close your eyes when the truth is right in your fucking face, you keep choosing not to see it. You choose not to see it enough, and the Most High is gonna slap you in the motherfucking face so hard you can't ignore it. There was 9 o'clock when I said that. That's completing a motherfucking cycle. That's completing a cycle. A cycle that some people have been trying to, that the Most High has been trying to teach people these cycles for lifetimes. Teaching you not to abuse your spiritual gifts. Teaching you not to do certain things. But you do it lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Yeah, but I'm gonna leave that one right there. Start paying attention to the messages that the Most High has been trying to teach us that we've been ignoring. What message? We all have them. They're all different. So what message have you been ignoring?